Hello guys and welcome to our second part here of Le Mans Ultimate Updates. Guys, welcome to some racing in the GTE cars. And guys, we have a new tire model here on Le Mans Ultimate. We're about to register for that race in the Corvette number 33. We're about to join the practice, and as you can see, practice is lit up, guys. A live service online here for practice. I think the practice service itself have been a little sketchy, or a little, how shall I say, they have been a little bit bad on the startup. However, as I would like to add some audio. Go. Right. As we would like to explore a little bit more of these updates. So specifically this video is having a little bit more of a focus onto the new tire model that has been brought to the GTE cars, that has been brought to the LMP2 car, and also that has been refurbished, I want to say, on the hypercars. We are about to jump into the Sebring road course first, and for those of you that have been following us for quite some while, you guys will see a distinctive driving style on the GTE cars. You know, drift sliding and all that kind of interesting stuff that we've seen in the past. You'll be quite surprised, I think. So will we. Anyway, guys, we are in the Corvette. We have cold tires. Guy, you're going the wrong lane. Oof. And you've seen the first thing already. Guys, cold tires. Slidey-lidey. We have a 25 degrees on cold soft tires. Now you'll be like, yeah, this is not really an update. The other cars had, or the other GTEs had cold tires as well. Yes, indeed. But, I mean, you know what? Just look at it yourself for the first couple of moments before we go into it. And yeah, it is Corvette Cup indeed, because only Corvette is pickable for these races. And guys, what is the first thing that comes into your mind when we're thinking about updated tires here on the GTE runners? Any suggestions? Anyone? What is the big difference with these new tires on these cars? Still waiting. Oh no, this is a bit of a Air gaming, that rear is more settled on the exits most of the time. That is your first call. Anyone else? Think about this sunset bend on the exit especially. More understeer when the tires overheat. Hey Rocky. More suggestions? Up to turn 6, I'm gonna give you guys some time. Before I'm about to tell you what I'm on about. I've lit up the front here with a double lockup. Guys, it is for the very first time in, I want to call it an R Factor 2 Physic-esque and an LMU, that you're driving a GT car not sideways. This is the first ever GT car we are racing as a standard road car, like a GT is being driven. Calm, smooth, not flamboyant, not sideways, not drifting, not overdriving, not aero pitching into the turns. This is, you know the word, brilliant. You guys know how much I have appreciated the Le Mans Ultimate Hypercar Tyre model back then on the release, saying this is the best tyre model that we have in sim racing. These tires are now on the GTEs and on the LMPs. Whereas the LMP is not 100% optimized just yet, not 100% finished and refurbished, we see the effects of the tire model here on the Corvette GTE car. And guys, what shall I say? In old tire model on this particular car, on this particular track, we would have exited Sunset Bend sideways twice. We would exit turn 1 sideways every single time, trying to end up on this curb. This time, guys, we're not sideways, we are actually steering the car with the front. It is magnificent. It is one of the best updates I have ever seen in a sim racing game. This makes so much sense. Huck, no, there is a good chance I'm going to race more GT in the future. Now there is one restriction that we need to look at, is right now we're running on fixed setup, and I'm pretty sure that this setup is also meant to be stable, it's also meant to be not oversliding too much. So as soon as we come to the esports setups, I'm pretty sure that a couple of drift slides will return. But generally speaking, this is not as bad. Remember the races we did around Fuji, where we literally had to control the rear slide so much that the tires were not melting away and so on. This is gone for good. Yes, we are using the TC. I am on TC2 and TC Cut 1, so pretty little TC support. Sometimes I'm on that button here, which is the TC override. Still got 40 liters on board. I think that is way too much even for the race. 20-minute race if I'm not mistaken. So, and as you can see, like, I'm trying to rotate the car with the rear, and it's not really working. Probably going even a bit further back with the brake bias still, as I feel I'm locking the fronts. In fact, I'm having a bit of trouble steering the car around the corner. So I go even a little further, and there we go. Finally spin. Rejoin, I guess. Anyway. And this is the downside of it. If you overdo it, I don't think you're really drifting or sliding the rear, to get around the corner, maybe if the hairpins. It is more like you lose the rear and you crash. And this is exactly what we want to see, right? So here comes a little bit of a slide. Yeah, it is, as I've just said a lot before, as soon as the eSport setups are coming out, we'll probably see some of that coming back. But generally speaking, the car is way more neutral. The car is way more keep it straight, as Yanne tend to say, and I hope we're gonna soon race him here in Le Mans Ultimate tonight, as I think he's streaming as well soon. Yanne said it pitch perfectly. From a rotation coming 99% of the rear and 1% from the front, this is now coming at least 60%, 40% from the front and still roughly 60% from the rear, which is somewhat right, as you're still trying to rotate the car on the throttle here, you know, give it a little bit of a flick and then throttle it around the corner. As an R-Factor fanboy, we're so pissed that it didn't fix the strange chassis slip angles in R-Factor 2 ever, and in Le Mans Ultimate it's fixed. Yeah, you can argue around about that for sure, but trust me, whenever I get the chance to speak to some Studio 397 officials, I urge them to put that on the top priority list as soon as they come back to the game. When they will come ever back to the game, hopefully. But I really want them to fix it, because this Tyre update, bring this Tyre model into R-Factor 2, update a couple of cars with that Tyre, and goodness me, you got a sim. Together with Le Mans Ultimate, you can literally service all the needs of the community. But TNSR, I agree with what Ilgaming that is saying. You're taking it the wrong way. As much as it is not nice as an R-Factor 2 fanboy to see this being fixed in the same environment elsewhere, I kinda can relate a little bit to seeing it like this. Be happy that you see that's possible, I think. That is one of the even more important witnesses and more important findings, I think, for me, is knowing that it is possible. And you never know. Maybe we at some point find modders that are able to do great Tyre models and kind of rebuild the official DLC. Remember, R-Factor 2 is, as very much contrary to Le Mans Ultimate, is a kind of open source. You can bring your own DLCs, you can bring your own cars, your own tracks into R-Factor 2. Can't do that on Le Mans Ultimate, but if you know how to do it in R-Factor 2, well, nothing's gonna hold you back in bringing your own car with a perfect Tyre that is not doing what the official RF2 cars are doing. And you see a little bit of a, I don't want to call it cheat because that's wrong. You see already a gimmick on my end, putting the brake bias all the way to the back. Remember, you don't want to, you don't want to spin. As you see, this is not faster anymore. A little bit of a slip and slide is great, but too much and you're gonna die. Maybe 44 is the best to do it. Obviously you want to rotate the car around the turn as quickly as possible, therefore making use of the front end. I'm still having my severe issues with this turn 1. That is a much better run through there. And that is too strong on the brakes. Ow. Okay. We have been too heavy on the fuel anyway, as we got a couple more minutes time. I think 30 liters should do the job for a 10 lap race. So we put our findings to 45. I think 45 brake bias on the front has been the best. And yeah, of course, you see me now already kind of exploiting on the new updates. Obviously in the real car you would never run a 45% brake bias on the front. However, here it is beneficial to actually turn the car. I put TC to 1.1 now. I think that should be viable. And then race map lean. Let's see how quick we can get this going. Using Dave setups, they are not fixed, you can adjust them. Is it? Well, we're gonna check on that as soon as we done a couple of 2 or 3 laps again, to see what we can do with a fresh set of tires. And of course to see what is the actual fuel consumption. First lap is on of course on cold tires. Oof. Bill, no, when you are using a Dave Academy setup, that is just more esport-esque. It is a bit different. That is actually, you know what, we're gonna have a quick look into that for sure. Let me just show you real quick. So we have car setup. You can't even choose between anything. So all you can do is checking tires, and I think wheel and brakes. That is everything you can check. Nothing else works here, at least not on the menu itself and on the fixed setups. Okay, 10 more minutes to the race. That means we get 2 more laps in, and then we need them 2 more laps in. Hyperdrives, that's great. Also explains why I have a lower number of viewers right now, because everyone is watching Jardier and Gamer Muscle, which is fine. It's great to see these guys on Le Mans Ultimate checking out the updates. We expect Mr. Mabix to join this as well in a couple of days' time. He has at least done a video on these new updates. And you see a slide and a power slide is, let me tell you, it's not that beneficial anymore to lap time and car performance. It is still catchable, it is still somewhat okay to have it, but it is surely not something you are looking after when it comes for long runs and lap times, as you will just shred your tires. He is a Le Mans Ultimate hater. I don't think he is. I'm not sure though. I haven't lately seen him doing some Le Mans Ultimate content, so maybe I'm wrong and he is a hater of it indeed, but I don't think he is. So on the first lap we're going for straight improvement, which means nothing else than the track conditions having improved. and obviously 20 kilograms of fuel doing its the rest of it. So maybe 46 of brake bias is fine. Maybe you can go more aggressive on that throughout the stint. Bill, yes, less slip angle indeed. Way less apparently. If not close to none. Don't have a slip angle, it's bad. I think with the recent update all the tire grips got reduced a little bit, if I'm not mistaken. At least the LMP2 is now 2 seconds slower than before at Spa, or 1.5 seconds. That's not just only a different tire model with different heat transfer and stuff. That also means less grip in general. Mattia Marchi, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. So, can we finally do a lap with warmed up tires? Still wonder how much more aggressive can I go in the brake bias. But guys, like, we're driving an actual car, we're not driving a drift sliding box. This is, I can't tell you how great that is. This is absolutely magnificent. Yeah, like, and you really balance the car with throttle and brake. As we're coming for P1 to 0.3. Still need to get used to that. We soon get booted here off that server. Hey Mattia. That was almost too aggressive with the brake bias. This time we are hitting the apex and get a good exit. Getting to 46.0 then with a brake bias. So what is heavy though is the jolt magnitude on the force feedback. And as soon as you start braking heavily, I'm gonna put force feedback strength to 50. That should not break my wrists. That would be amazing. Yeah, so since race is going in 5 minutes, we're logging off the server and being anticipated into the race. Have daily races just ended? No. Uh-oh. What's happening? Online? Beginner? There we are. With Haniel Zapti. Oh boy. So we have a couple of 200s here on the line. Should be able to beat these, but either way. Guys, that was just a bit strange, so what I'm going to do is quickly restart the game and coming back to the game here shortly. Yeah, guys, so what do you think, just from looking at the Tyre perspective here when it comes to the GTE? What is your thoughts? I think when we're talking about these GTE tires specifically, you guys have seen so many R Factor 2 races with GT3s and GTEs and generally car sliding around. You've seen GTEs being drift car machines, being rally machine. Got to be kidding. Is the online section offline right now? Or is it me being offline? What the hell is happening? So I think a couple of people are reporting an issue with online. Let me see what Andy Long is saying. That's a bit unfortunate because we're subscribed to a racer, you know. Nicolini just reported the same issue. Maybe we're getting confirmation in a couple of moments. Anyone else with the same issue right now? James with the same issue. I have next race though in 5 seconds it says. Nicolini is in. Guys, we're joining the event. It is whew. Oi oi oi. Okay, it's fixed. Probably just a small hiccup as we speak. Just trying to get confirmation on it. Okay, so that looks good. We're in. 3 minutes of practice. Yeah, I'll just pick 31 liters real quick. Put max of that. And then go out. For at least one lap. So, I wanted to come around with a little bit of conclusion to the new Tyre model. I can only repeat myself, this new Tyre model is amazing. It makes racing these cars just so much better. It is actually racing a car, you know? It is not just racing a drift slide machine. It is actually racing a car, and that is absolutely gorgeous. That is just so great to see. I can't emphasize how much I do love that. because most of these high-speed turns, you try to turn in on the steering wheel and then just flick the car around the corner. You don't do this here. You turn in, you keep the steering up, and at some point you start accelerating while still steering the same direction. People from iRacing will love this tire model because they are quite used to that, having to constantly steer and not drift slide it around and drive it like an actual car, with the benefits of knowing what the tire is doing, knowing what its temperature doing, the tire being more natural, and the Motec files or the telemetry files being way more talkative than on iRacing in the first place. Max power, absolutely. This new tire model on the GTEs is a blast. It is the best GT tire model I've seen on any R-Factor 2 / Le Mans Ultimate platform at this stage, for sure. So guys, it is very likely that we are not winning this race and not being on the podium even, because we're racing against people that know a lot more about GTs than we do. Joao Lima, no slide whatsoever. Now you rotate the car with the brake on the front and you see the car stays absolutely solid stable. So we have 6-minute qualifying. That gives us 3 laps. So 11 liters of fuel. And some pepper spray, I guess. $50, 150, and done. 3 laps racing. Qualifying mix. Configurating the car. And then we take it from there. Just Fatty, thank you so much for the follow here on the Twitch channel, appreciate it. Yeah, and if you guys appreciate the stream, if you appreciate the insight here, please have a follow on Twitch, please subscribe us on the YouTube channel if you haven't done already. And give this video a like, share the stream to friends, bring them on here. As we are going into our 3-lap quali run. Not sure if the 2nd or the 3rd lap might be the fastest. So it's just trying to make sure to make every lap a good lap. As you put it, purple sector 1 for the time being. I'm sure we will be beaten by the guys though. I'm not sure if they fixed the tire pressure issue. I think it still needs to be lowest. But I think they made the tire temperature to be the much more important factor, as we now still have cold tires in this GTE, and I assume really that third lap is going to be the fastest lap, as this will have the most energy in the tire, the most temperature in the tire for sure. Where is Nicolini? Kenny Asapti with a 201.2. Nico with a 201.2 as well. I have no idea how much purple I really am. I just know that sector 1 and 2 is purple. Let's see what we put in it down. 2006 puts us half a second clear for the moment. Beautiful. Guys, this balance is so great with that new tire model. I cannot stop loving it. In RF2 world, you would have been able to fix that corner with a drift slide. Not too many gains here in the second sector, despite some tire temperatures in. Trail braking is very important, it seems to me. Yeah, if you press harder than 10% on the brake with cold tires, your tires will lock. That makes total sense. Because as you can see, we can brake way harder than 10% and have no locks whatsoever. Ah, shitty. And that costs 3/10 in this lap and at least a 10th in the lap now. There we go. A bit more aggressive, even with the brakes. Can we make up one more time? I'm a bit out of rhythm into 3, 4, 5, so that is dangerous. We just made it sub 2 minutes, but I keep it 46.0. This now is really just like push it, send it, whatever. About to improve by another 10th. Purple middle sector. Yeah. Bending it with a big slide into turn 15. And that actually costed us time on the entry, as much as we rotated the rear here. Ooh, just 12 thousandths of gap. There we go, more aggressive into the final turn. This time can accelerate through, and that will mean we get a big time advantage in the very final lap. Guys, this is amazing. A 3-lap shootout where you can build up the speed. That's so much fun. So much fun, that is. Alright. Coming to the first race. 20 minutes, I think. Yep. Here we go then. Starts in a minute. So quickly checking on the setup. We need 31 liters of fuel. We need 46.2 on the brakes. I keep the soft tire, nothing else that we can set. Straight away into the race. And guys, you're now gonna see the new starting system as well. Obviously we are coming from pole position, so it's not going to be that interesting, but what I can show you is the best way to start these races is being on the pit limiter and just release it as soon as the green flag drops. So go in right lane, just hold speed at the pit limiter. Now I shall move left. Just move left, not move over. Everyone is asked to hold speed. I wonder if I got an advantage over Hani Al Sabti here already. I should still move left, so that is also an indication. You see where I need to be, which is over to the left a bit. You get an indication, and as soon as the 60 disappears for 5 green lights, which is the case now, it's lights out and away we go. Cold tires into turn 1, cold brakes as well. And we're racing, guys, for 20 minutes here at Sebring. And remember, GTE draft is excessive. So it's not like we're easily done already, you know. Let's see though. Getaway was good. Simple task is just don't crash. Yes, you unlock the limiter manually. It would be much more of a unique start if they would put that to 80 so that you can't really use your pit speed limiter. I've said this before, with Hani Al Sabti we are in trouble. I think the draft is gonna pick up very much soon. All warmed up are our tires, we can keep a tighter line here for the moment. We'll need to pick up the pace for sure. Means trail braking galore and not missing turn 1 apex. And hopefully also not being shot. That is going to be fine with the track limits. Oh guys, we're under pressure here. The game is already released, as much as is in an early access state. But I would still consider that being a release. Oh guys, top 4 is so close. You want the tight races, so yeah, here you have a tight race. Proper bad exit of me. I'm running 45 kilograms of pedal force. And in the setup I'm running 100% maximum. Oh! That is very bad news. Wow, straight passenger we were. Okay, P5 is the new maximum, and we can wave goodbye to loads of DR here. It's just 14 minutes to go. But that is what you guys wanted to see anyway, right? Let's just go. Pleasure, thank you so much for subscribing on the YouTube channel. Much appreciated. It's so unnecessary. Yet alone the time that I lost 8.5 seconds. At least that can make me show you the radar. Being a new feature as well. So up to P4 I think we have the possibility to still do it, but Erkan and Co at the front, unless they start doing mental battles, that should be out of reach. Yeah, I'm gonna lose a lot of DR for that as well. This is one of the reasons why I do not like doing these beginner races. Because personally for me, from that DR point of view, they can just only be harming, as much as you guys obviously love the content. proper trail braking into turn 1. As we see 59s on the fastest lap. .8 seconds gap. What I certainly did is I went way too aggressive into the brakes. And that is what the new Tyre model cannot handle as well. A sudden pressure. Throwing the lap away. Now sometimes things just don't get well together. But it doesn't help, you know, if you can do 59.8 but you just don't do it. So that indicated too much front tire, front brake bias. So we go back a click again. A new tire model is simply amazing, simply lovely and perfect. Really so good. I'm very much interested to see what Mr. Gibbons, 2 spots ahead of us, has to say to the Tyre model, as he is an iRacer, I think. So he will be very interesting feedback in that regard. We have more races to come, guys, not just this. Wow. This is insane, like 47.0 and you lock the front right, 46.8 and you unlock the rears. Then I rather lock the fronts a bit. Walker, as you can see, the GTE is now finally being driven like a road car. And I think we love seeing that, right? You still can fight a bit of oversteer on an exit, but generally speaking, you don't want to have that at all. Rotate the car with the brakes and trail braking. Other than that, just let the car go. No, I don't need to add more kilograms to the brake pedal, I just need to be more secure on it as Yannick joins.
Hello. Mitch is AFK.
No, I'm racing.
You're racing, sorry.
I'm killing my laps on my front left, so bad.
Online or offline?
Online. Just let Al-Sabti, Nico and Arda lock the rears. Giving away an easy win.
My fault?
Nope. Sudden loss of talent. I just hit the brakes in the 5th gear corner and instantly locked the rears, while otherwise always locking the fronts.
I have sudden loss of the online. Cannot do any more races.
Yeah, we had the same issue the moment that race started. Keep restarting or tabbing in and out. Like restarting the game or clicking race weekend and back to main menu. I think the system is overloaded, a lot of people online.
Copy.
I'm running out of time. I've done 2 excessive mistakes that were costing me 1.5 seconds in total. And if not for those, I would have been on the rear end of these two ahead. Well, not exactly on the rear end, but close. And now I'm obviously trying, but keep fucking up. It's crazy. Missing apexes, doing mistakes. And the likes of that. Three more laps. It's not entirely done yet, but certainly time's running out for us, that is for sure. I do not know what this is. Apart from a new tire model, obviously. Okay, that's it. P7 instead of P5. Here you see me having a lack of experience in GT cars for sure. Just King JB, thank you so much for the follow. Guys, place your bets how many DR we will lose at 20%, 25%, 30%, cast your votes. So, I got pole and likely P7. What do you think? What am I gonna lose?
Depends on who is ahead of you and how much rating they have. Oh, my online is back.
Copy. What do you race next?
I missed I missed Monza Open by some seconds, so I'll go to beginner.
Ah, Jarne on the grid. Amazing.
If I can make it into beginner, because there is no page to register.
No, I have just been very aggressive with setting up the front brake bias to something very rearwards, which felt good and fast for most part. But I locked the rears now twice into heavy braking zones, losing 15 seconds with spins alone. Another 2 with driving errors, but whatever. And then the way I just lost it now is like I didn't even think about being too aggressive on the brakes, but well, whatever. This and one more lap, 2.2 seconds on the car ahead. Oh, that's going to be a painful loss. Where is the yellow? The car ahead is making me a mega favor. I need to go down that far with the brake bias, for for the high speed turn, I can't help it. Tires are not in shape for my fastest lap anymore. Yeah, that's a shame. 59.7 surely possible. We'll probably have a look at the combined sectors in the end. Not that it makes a difference. It's again, like... How much onwards do you still need to go to not lock the rear? It's just insane now. But yeah, that also explains why Hania Sapti almost rear-ended us in lap 2. It's not even a... flame or anything. I go maximum attack now. No! Fuck this shit. Not even that was working. Damn it. Whatever. Fishlangs, thank you so much for the follow. So it is a P7. It's, I think, the worst ever finish. If I'm not in the top 5. Let me have a look on the profile. Well, first of all, let me try to get to sign up on that LMP2 race. That is going on now. What? So everyone is still encountering the issues there. Yeah, still no online. What is the best way to... Can you have you registered for that race?
Yes.
Okay, because my online is grayed out now as well again.
Yeah, I just verified integrity and rejoined and clicked around a little bit, and then it came back. 1.5k players, by the way, I checked. So nothing.
1.6, yeah.
Okay, nothing
It's
crazy.
nothing unusual.
Yeah.
I mean, it's much more than the last couple of weeks, but still.
Yeah, ×2.
Aha. There we are online. Oof.
Well, some time still to go.
How long?
I think
I can do probably one
8
outlap.
minutes. Like in time to register.
Yeah, I'm registered now.
Ah, okay, okay.
Fishlangs,
No,
the Sim Hub Dash.
9 minutes still of this session, so
you can find in the GSI on the GSI webpage.
I guess it starts in 8 minutes, right? The
Andre RL, thank you so much for the follow, appreciate it. Yeah, I don't know, Henny. I had it on 46.0 and I did fine, and then suddenly I locked the rear. And in the end I had it on 49.0, locking the fronts, and then into the heavy braking zones and going too suddenly on it, locking the rears as well. Yeah. Certainly not enough running. 38 liters of fuel, right? The race?
I have no idea.
Copy. $37, James. Can't die from death. It's Jane Simonchich with us here in the Discord. Alright, onto the LMP2 car then, also with a fresh Tyre model. Very much same logic applies. I think the car is like 2 seconds slower or so, 1.5.
Compared to before
Compared to the before the update, yeah. And then at the same time you're much more prone to lock the fronts here as well. I haven't done too many laps, so I don't know how that will pan out, whether you're suddenly gonna start locking the rears as well. Yes, I've done 207.7. Never really got a hyper lap in, so yeah, anyway. Let's see, maybe I'm gonna do you guys a favor and run another Corvette race afterwards. I feel like I have some unfinished business there. But now we see how this goes till we get booted and connection lost, because the servers are then ready for the actual race for us. Event starts in 5 minutes, so yeah, the reconnect or the disconnect is just less than 2 minutes away from happening anyway. Dark Riot, thank you for the follow, welcome to the stream. Appreciate your time, everyone. LMP2s are mediums only as well, yeah. Christos, we're afraid it will not, at least not at the in recent times, which is a shame, but trust me, whenever I find some Studio 397 official, I will urge them to put it onto a to-do list, because we would need that in our Factor 2 for sure. I very much acknowledge that. I think that would be the best thing we could do to RF2, get this Tyre model in. I mean, makes total sense. Those guys need to now focus on the more Ultimate as much as possible. You know, they need driver swaps in, they need their co-op thing out. I guess they need some sort of service as well in race control or so. I cannot imagine that they will not be able to get us out some custom service. Would be against all odds, I think. Then they need to take care of bugs and more features still, driver swap still being a topic, VR support still being a topic. I think these guys will be extremely busy till the beginning of 2025, and then I would assume we're probably looking into 2025 DLC, and that might mark the end of the development in the first stage, where they like, okay, we got the game out, we got it finished now. We now got the potential to look into something else, whether that is going for a completely different game, or whether that is keep enduring on the more Ultimate and updating it in various ways, or refurbishing R Factor 2 and calling R Factor 3. I don't know, whatever they might be floating their boats with at the time. But I'm pretty sure that this is going to be the case anyway. Okay, so 3.51. Is it a 10-lap race as well, right? And it should be 36 liters or so. 37 is actually fine. Right, races next. Let's see. Have a guess on the DR.
Minus 15.
I have only one arrow downwards, so I'm pepper praying.
Oh.
Minus 4.
I got crashed out of the special event on Saturday, and I went from gold 1 to silver 3,
I
and I
can
was,
imagine.
yeah, must have
And
been
then
minus 30.
El Sabti S2 2 arrows up, Ada Erkan S2 2 arrows up, Barclay S3 1 arrow up. There was one guy with S1, he has 3 arrows up. Gibbons S2 1 arrow up. Well, I'll take minus 4. I expected much worse.
You were still gold 1.
Alex012, thank you so much for the follow, appreciate it. Yeah, so now as you say it, like, you have been gold 1 as well. This is so brutal when it goes wrong. It's crazy.
Yeah, I was like, I guess 20% into
Hey,
gold
Robin.
1, and actually I have not even checked the number because I could not, it didn't work, so let me check now.
That looks like servers are starting, guys. I'll be right back.
Oh, I had minus 43.9.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's like, what, 10 races worth of driving
Sure.
in average grid and winning average grids.
Ah. Is it the Tobias Hoffmann?
What?
Guy in P7? Like
Yeah,
that
what's with
former Team Redline guy?
Honestly, I don't remember at all.
Probably a good sign. Yeah, guys. And if you appreciate what we're doing here, if you appreciate the racing, guys, please have a follow on Twitch. I was about to say, yeah, guys, please have a follow on Twitch. Subscribe us on the YouTube channel for more racing content. I would absolutely appreciate you guys. with us here on more streams on Le Mans Ultimate. This is what we usually do. And if you appreciate that, guys, please have a follow on Twitch. Subscribe on the YouTube channel. Guys, on the YouTube channel, just 24 more subscribers for the 10,300. Let's go. That would be a magnificent support of you guys. And then we're coming close to the 7,000 followers on Twitch as well, just 140 missing. And for the LMP now, I just wait in the garage till we're able to get go. 30 seconds of practice left. Yeah, the Smurf account doesn't really get us further here anyway, because at some point the Smurf account would be just as good as the real one, and then it's against the rules. You would pay twice for the DLC anyway. I'm not even sure if it's really against the rules, but yeah, we don't do this. We don't need this. We are Michi Hoya, and we race like that for sure. TF10 Daniel, thank you for the follow. Welcome and greetings to Mr. Schumacher. Alright, so 3 laps worth of running in terms of time, in terms of fuel. Headlights are on. Oh, you're really just 14 people in a top split. That is worrying. Is the half not able to connect or what? Losing the rear almost everywhere.
Rear? How?
I first understeer and then I oversteer.
I just understeer.
What
and
about
then
slow
lock,
turns?
and then lock the fronts. I don't know, I have 51.4 brake bias. Much lower than the default setup.
Look on the
Till I lock the
rears
front.
of the GTEs have stopped sliding, and you will see in the GTE at Sebring, that race we have just done. We may do another one after this here, just to get a little bit more of a hang in GTE category. Dolly said new tires and a couple of goodness me, minor physics changes, I guess. So that is a yes to your answer, to your question. Shouldn't have touched that curb. 34.8 by Papa Järne is superior in Sector 1. I don't think I'll get that. I still got it. Khan, this is why we're doing these streams here. Every now and then you'll find a little bit of explanatory, as in what is new or different to the update before. Yeah, I need 34770 by Mr. Gibbons. That is the new purple for Sector 1. We should be beating that. Yeah, and he has an 839. So we run with some advantage into this part of the racetrack now. Generally speaking, second lap super important now because of the tire temperatures. You can imagine they are now up to temperature. So it's about this lap to make it count. We're almost on a safety run out here. Touchy of the curb this time. Amazing. Wow, we lost 3/10 there. Holy moly. Järne with a 206.9. Tenth. Ollie, yes, you need to do a lot on the setups to make them kind of good again. These tire model updates will influence a lot on the setups, that's for sure.
Good luck, Michi.
Likewise. NPC the boy, thank you so much.
I don't know, 6/10 difference, so...
I don't know either, like... What was the brake bias you were running?
51.5, I think.
I ran 51.9 only for the fast turns, and then 52.8 for the rest.
You gained half a second in sector 2 and 1.5 tenths in sector 1. I was faster in S3.
Yeah, I went safety route through a bus stop. I don't feel too good there.
Half a second in S2 though. Where?
I don't know.
I need more front wing for sector 2.
Noted.
Oh, the fuel is resetting.
Yeah.
36, right? Or
30, I have
35.
37.
I take 37 then as well.
Copy. 15 seconds, they reduced to just a minute.
Yeah, I see, very good. At intermediate race it was 2 minutes still.
Okay.
At Bahrain.
Sully said, what is the change in tire model? Literally everything. Heat up process, the way the car is generally behaving, the way you're locking up super early on old tires, and then the balance on the braking shifts a lot during the stints. The hypercars have now way more tire wear on the soft tire compared to before. Kann einfach nicht wahr sein. Where traction control?
Good tires. Well,
Yeah, but come on, like, where traction control?
yeah. I use 1 and 7.
I was on 2 and 8. Anyway, last the first challenge, 10 seconds, I can do it.
With 6 tenths advantage over me, you can catch me.
That's too much. I need a second advantage now, and need to clear the traffic. I'm 9th. Plus I think I have damage. Lovely. Yeah, I'm hurting my stats a lot today. Worse. I can jump 2 more spots or 3 more spots. I think I should stay in gold 1. Good news is that Gibbons spun as well here. Far back, unless I get a monster run up the hill. We're gonna crash. This is not multi-class racing, but yeah, it looks like it, I know. Skill issue on my end. So I should be able to get Tobias Hoffman though. Overtaking in that LMP2 is just incredibly difficult though. Since he spun, that puts us third. And from here on, with our nice mishap we did lap 1, and I think we've reached final destination. To have it in racing maximum position. I would have easily had the pace for a win. Okay, can only blame myself. 5 laps to go, no, 6 laps to go. I want to make it on 2nd place. Turn. Need to improve the pace still. The tires will be going down for everyone anyway, but you know, I'm missing one apex after another. I haven't done any setup work just yet on these cars, so I can't really comment whether true or not true. All I do know is that I almost locked the rear again. So how quick have we been this lap? In 0.06. Not fast enough. Despite being fastest car on the track. Too many small mistakes though in that little sector. It is indeed much easier to lock the tires, 100%. Generally much more easier to F up anything. Call it whatever you want to F up. You can do it much more easily, as you can see right there. I agree with you. Le Mans Ultimate is the best sim out there right now. Multiple ways. Too early on the throttle, losing out on the momentum. The rear lockup feels random sometimes indeed, yeah. I'm having the exact same issue. Catching on the guys, but not enough. No, I don't think that this game can host Le Mans Virtual Series at the end of the year. I guess earliest in Q2 25. Just way too many features missing, and if we consider major updates every 4 months and 2 or 3 updates to go still, and you know that this takes into the mid of 2025 till we get that eSport ready game. I lock up the front right and take myself again 3/10 of momentum away. These tire models feel way more realistic indeed, yeah, 100%. It's a huge improvement to the game. We will see most of that on the GTE around Sebring, which I'm going likely to do after this particular race here. No chance to do anything. Need someone at the front to F this up badly. It's the second race that I should win, that I'm not winning, because I've been too stupid to deal with these new tires in a correct manner when it comes to braking. You can always toggle off the driver's name, so don't even say it's annoying. Shame. But actually sadly what I needed. Well.
5 seconds per lap, you can do it.
Of course. Seems like I can.
I told you.
How's the car?
Good.
Shame.
Unluckily it's good.
I nearly died. Yeah, let's see what they are doing with the game. The second mishap, man. Like, I am so stupid. thought that already was it.
No, no, no.
No, tires are fine. Just me having overdriven it now this lap and took a nap on a couple of things. Like I'm giving myself in here with second place. As you can imagine, I need a big oof from Järni so that I can even consider having a chance. What I'm really, like, you know, ratings and statistics aside, what is screwing me up the most right now is, like, I can drive perfect races in those circumstances any day, and just today I have multiple brain farts. I mean, to a certain extent it's new physics, and it's new redialing with the brain and everything, you know, getting into that groove again and learning new things, but it's simply unacceptable. How many mistakes I'm doing. Like this turn 1 lap 1 thing. As much as tires are cool, like where is the freaking traction control? Like, you know, I expect the traction control to make me preventing that from happening. I mean, I'm going deep anyway. That is the first oof. But this is the second, and then... I don't know. I'll just... Like here I'm going onto the throttle. And until here everything is kind of fine. Ah, it's already too late. I'm spinning on... I don't even know what I'm spinning. Whatever. At least it's just a minor loss on the DR this time. I can actually live with a podium.
Michi,
I
can you
think
join
good enough.
online or not?
Right now, not.
I couldn't. I had a chance when I clicked back, but
Ah, I can now, but it's still
okay.
6.5 minutes. Ah, no,
Yeah,
I can't. Yeah, probably need to restart once. So. I'm giving this a final chance on the Corvette.
Oh, you did one race already?
Yeah,
Ah, how was it?
amazing till I died. So I kept locking the fronts slightly with 46.5, 47 brake bias, and then
Front.
suddenly when braking hard, I snapped the rear.
Oof.
And then I put brake bias to 49. And still locked the front and still snapped the rear.
Oof.
but it's amazing to drive. Like, you finally drive a car.
Yeah.
It's such unbelievable joy. Okay, 5 minutes, I can log in now.
Yeah, it doesn't let me register. I click on it and I got some error message that registration failed due to an unexpected error.
No. Oh, yeah. Let's restart Steam real quick.
We can split strat and you restart Steam and I try just clicking around the UI.
Actually, I just restart the game and hope that does it.
I restarted it by force. Oh, we are both registered. We are both registered, but I can still click register.
Oh no. That sounds for trouble.
Yeah, maybe that's why it's giving an error, because it's
Yeah, I
already
am
registered.
in, but oh yeah, I can register.
But I cannot unregister.
Yeah. Oh boy.
What do you think will happen now?
I don't know, but now I restart Steam for sure. Yeah, I feel the same. I'm back online in Steam. Hey Tobias. Yeah, I know what you mean. It happened to me on the Corvette big time. I think that's something to build setups around or learn driving around. So I have online.
Mm-hmm.
I have 3 minutes. It says register.
But you're already registered, yeah.
Yes.
Well then, I mean we are registered, right? But like usually at the top you would see yourself.
Yeah, exactly, and then you can click unregister, but it does not.
So it's like a different system. Like
Also,
you registered, but now it looks like a different version of yours have
yeah, my
registered.
profile is completely empty, like no races, no wins, nothing. Can you actually believe that I gained 0.4 driver rank for finishing second?
Well, I mean, if you finish second, you should always gain, right? Regardless
Oh,
of
my
the.
game crashed.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I finished second in the intermediate in the hypercar fixed and lost 4%
Ah,
from being
okay.
second and second. It all depends on the strength of field, I guess.
And I got +4. And I guess I need another +5 to get back into gold.
And this time my online is grayed out. What's the counter?
Let's 1 minute 24 seconds.
I pray that this game startup is now allowing me online and I can click on the events page, because otherwise I think I'm doomed.
I mean, you have another 4 minutes of practice and 6 minutes of quali to
No.
join.
I think because the game does not really see me as registered, I will be shown the LMP2 race.
Ooh.
How much
Okay.
time?
52, 51, 50.
I might get fucked here.
Yeah, but you are registered.
I know, but if I can't access it, David John Gibbons, thank you so much for a rate with a party of 22. Hope you enjoy the racing. Yeah, RC
It's
issues
more
again.
exciting than the actual races.
No, I can't see the online.
It appears after some time.
How much seconds?
9, 8. It threw me out
It threw you off.
into the like 3 images.
And now it will tell you LMP2 car, right?
Now it was in progress, like GTE in progress. I clicked on it back, but now it's just empty screen, like not empty, but like available classes, and it just there is a sun and it says start, but no list, no anything. And I don't have that item that would tell me I'm. Yeah, now it went to prototype fixed.
You can only hope that the server never started. James says server is up.
I mean, I imagine it must be up.
Yeah, but I don't know. James, can you see if we are listed in the split?
Or would be nice to get the link to actually access the server
Yes,
directly.
exactly. It's Andy.
Otherwise, all further races are, well, it will take a very long time of waiting.
Yeah, so the guy said we were in.
I mean, we were on the list, so.
Yeah, exactly. They
but
also
the game
see
didn't,
us on the list. Yeah.
Yeah, but the game did not know that it's us. Like our game did not know. Yeah. Back to silver for both of us.
Yes, back to silver. There we have it.
And I assume it's not possible to send us the links.
Afraid Andy is not here. He said something from not being at home
And Dan?
at Le Mans. I mean, it's good storytelling. We can do Road to Gold 1.
Well, if it made any sense, or like if it was worth anything. Well, I guess I'll just load some track offline and see how the GTEs are. Well, let's go Sebring and Corvette, and I do some laps, and that's gonna be it for today, and then I race more tomorrow.
I think I'm just calling it a day. Like, this is extremely frustrating now.
I mean, we kind of expected it, right?
No, I did not.
You did not.
I did not. Like, usually all the patch days have been good.
Mm-hmm.
Now the issues just taking over. Like, you know, it's when we are registered in the system, I don't know why we're not getting access throughout the game itself. But like, it's like Schrödinger's registration.
Yes.
Just worse. Yeah. Meanwhile, Andy Long's account turned green.
Well, we still have like 5 minutes, right?
Mm. Then the problem is, like, the third lap is fastest on quali.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, James, on the very first day, Race Control was able to deal with 4.5k of players. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's amazing we have that number of players anyway in the first place. SWAT, thank you so much for the follow. Yeah. Guys, I'm afraid we have to deal with that setback. The only positive is that we are sitting in a beginners, which means we do not lose the end of the world from it. But it is very likely that we're losing enough of the 50 or 60% that we have on the gold status. That throws us off. Like, yeah. 45 races. Actually 34 instead of 32 wins. 41 podiums. 44 top fives. We will now get a second DNF. And I am sure we lose at maybe the entire rank. I think 4 minutes, 6 minutes of wait time. The game went 6 minutes ago. If we don't have a join link within 4 minutes, we're doomed. We will not make it. Yeah, right now I'm not convinced anyway. Yeah, sadly not the ending I wanted to have for the stream, but whatever. Guys, was a great day still though. Huge updates. Huge and immense updates with Tyre model being absolutely golden. And you know what, we don't want to end the stream like this, so what I'm going to do is putting out a race weekend on which track? Algarve, because it's super turny. And then we're not gonna pick Hypercar, we're gonna pick GTE. And we are picking a Porsche, apparently. But before doing so, we are checking one final time on the online section. Are you offline in the game? Yeah. So Algarve GTE. We take the Porsche. Project 1 car. No opponents, just a little bit of practice. So did you guys see what the new Tyre model is doing on the GTEs? CDM. Click. Oh. Let me see. Ah, wait here. Don't show that on stream though. I don't think. You might be right. Yeah. No. Feel free, yeah. Okay, before I add myself even more frustration, I'll just leave it. Okay, you guys still deserve to see a little bit of Algarve running. as we want to have this ending not in tragedy, but with a good end, you know. So we're gonna give it 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 laps. Um, of course. Game said 9 indeed. Yeah, you guys welcome with the updates. It's just a shame on the way it's ending today, but it's fine. It's more important for me to have given you guys a general outview anyway on what is it about with the new features, with the new Tyre model, as we are now loading again into the game. Bear with me, guys. Has the game crashed? I can't believe it, man. Have I killed a chat now? Ah. Okay, so Okay, so I've promised it to you, a couple of laps here with the Porsche. I'm just gonna take standard setup. And we go out driving. For doing so though, we calibrate steering. Alright, there we go. So, Porsche also with a brand new tire model, and you will see some very interesting stuff straight away. As you will see us not making the turn at all. Simply because these tires are stone cold as well now. But most importantly, and you will see that, the driving itself, as we are locking the fronts, has changed completely. As we are not going drift sliding anymore with these machines. We are now just having standard road cars that require standard turn-in. Yes, there is still a little bit of drift sliding possible, but it's by far not as severe as it was before the update, as you can see. Porsche a little bit bitey there on the back. If I get the traction control set correctly. Hey Tally. And no more drift sliding on the exit anyway. So traction control up a little bit. Track limits anyway, but we don't care. Guys, this is amazing, isn't it? Could be more lock in order to make the turn. You see, you need to rotate the steering wheel to the very end of the exit of the turn in order to really complete the turn. It's not like you throw the car in and just wait for the rear to step out and then carry the slide like you used to have it. This here is corner related, of course, because you're going up the hill. Here you turn in and you actually stay turned in till the very end of the turn. It is how you would probably drive your private road car around the circuits, and that is absolutely amazing. I mean, here of course, first gear, sheer power gets the rear unsettled. But as you can see, you really need to turn the steering wheel to get around the turn. It's not like throw it in, carry the slide. This has changed, guys. This is gone now. This is the new tire model on Le Mans Ultimate. I would love to have it on R Factor 2. Just keep thinking about it every time. A bit more brake bias to the rear to actually migrate the Porsche. But look, up the hill here. One turn in, a little bit of a counter steer. But we want to be straight on it again. Into the hairpin we go, heavy braking. Completely missed the turn, and as you can see, we still keep the lock-in. Trail braking to rotate the car around turns, but no trail braking for drift slides. That's a good check whether we've seen some changes on the Hypercar BOP actually. And you know what? We're gonna check straight away, as you guys have now seen the Porsche running. I'm now gonna go quickly take the Porsche Hypercar at Le Mans, get my setup on that I raced. Then we see what straight line speed we hit, right? Oh, seriously? Car? Fucking hell. Aha. Car class, Hypercar. Do I need to... Can't select any cars. Yeah, guys, this is the last thing I'm going to do. I'm just a bit too frustrated at this stage, as you can imagine. Yeah, I don't care on the language too much right now. Okay, here we go. Hypercar. Yeah, the game is producing some interesting bugs right now, but it's fine. It's as much as it is frustrating that we missed out on the ranking, on the actual race. Like, I have unfinished business in that Corvette, but okay, whatever it is. Our setup, we have customs. So the fact that we have there it is, car. Yeah, current car, no setups found. The fact that we see this, it means very likely that there is changes in BOP and physics. We'll see straight away. Here in that Porsche, we need to hit 339 on the Mulsanne straight. This car feels grippy. What the hell? Maybe I need to do one lap though. Oh, what will we do? Guys, there is a physics update. We're not hitting 340 as before, 333. So either with the Tyre or with a general update, there is physics update as well. We're gonna do one flying hot lap. By then we also know what we have lost in our race, as that should be done by now. Yeah, but why is the car so planted, like, honestly? So traction control got I don't think I have too much grip, have I? I mean, part of the story is also, hey Tom, that with less speed, even if it's just 5 kph, you obviously have less to brake. Use real-world per track BOP as a new base for ongoing BOP update. So what is the new BOP from WEC with the Porsche? Less power, but also less kilograms. The car feels much more agile. Guys, I got 92 liters on board. It's crazy. I can't wait to see how it runs through this chicken here. Whoa. That is like a complete shift of balance though. Okay, so that means we need to put ARB different positions, lightly detached. This is way too crazy. Maybe not detached. This maybe, let's see. I'm gonna do one flying here. Robert, no, you need to adapt them for the new Tyre model. Shit. I'm too tired. I don't know how much time that has costed us. I assume we can guesstimate it. The rest of the lap is sort of good. From Spa to Le Mans. Was that last year? Like I need to do 2 laps. Bankish, have you checked that already? But I mean, actually I've just witnessed that myself. Like, to a certain extent it still works. But my car has suddenly very front end balance. I need more traction control. Let's see how the car goes through the Porsches now with a more neutral ARB setting. ARB setting, this is fine. Okay, I'm gonna do the second lap just to check up for the mistakes. Yeah, guys. 3:29. I've not done mistakes in worth of 7 seconds. New hypercars are a lot slower. And I think that makes sense. They are doing 3:29s, 3:28s in the real life right now. Crazy what 768 kph are making in terms of difference. But at that time, and also soft tire. Forgot about the soft tire. Soft tire is completely rubbish right now. Like, you'll see me not improving on this lap, as the tire will give up as well. Like, you'll still see me improve here probably because I effed up this beforehand. Drunksilla TV, I can try working for an update with the new systems a bit, yes. If it's really required or real need. Yeah, it is pointless to go on. Cars are a lot slower. And I appreciate that, to be honest. They have been too fast.
Hello,
anyway.
Michi.
Hello.
Results are up.
Do I want to see?
I got minus 20%. There were 3 people who finished the race. And there are 6 people on the result sheet. But because 6 people were in, it counts, right? If it was like only 4, it would not count.
Oh, yeah, might be. Look at these guys with the big arrows up. Rank breakdown. 19.
Hani is lucky.
Minus
I was 16th.
18%. How much did you get? Minus 20.
I think 19 point
How the
something.
fuck? What is your position?
I qualified in 16th and I finished in 16th.
I qualified 19th and finished in 19th. How am I losing less DR than you?
Yeah, minus 19.1.
So usually they keep calling the BOP police. What police are we calling this time? Marvs? I call it LMU Marvs.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I can screenshot it. I know we both post it, but I guess
Yes, please.
they have bigger issues than this anyway.
I have an FSR race on Sunday that I don't want to drive, yeah.
Oh. And I don't. Anyway, I post this and then I'm off, so enjoy the evening.
And yeah, enjoy it too.
Thank you, bye-bye.
Alright guys, we're taking it to an end. Minus 18% is actually less severe than I thought it is. But yeah, it's a shame. Anyway, guys, issues aside, that new tire model is amazing. And we're absolutely loving it. I love it on the GT cars. You will see me racing the GTE cars most likely a bit more in the future, as we are enjoying them a bit. But before I really promise that, I'm going to check first whether the esportive setups will not re-enable the stupid drift sliding. That was the main reason why I kept off these GTEs, simply because they had to be driven in a manner which I absolutely not appreciated. Yeah, guys, we're gonna bring this to an end. For all of you that have sadly missed the stream, Please have a rewind to check on the new tire models. Let me know what you think of the new tire model. Put it down in the comments area below. As Jankish says, it's probably one of the best updates in sim racing. Can only relate to that. And yeah, if you're not yet followed, guys, on the Twitch channel, if you're not yet subscribed, please go ahead and do so. Take a chance. Support the stream with a subscription on YouTube channel, with a follow on the Twitch channel, and come back for more streaming here on rFactor 2 / Le Mans Ultimate. And with that, guys, I'm gonna send you off to Gamer Muscle, who is on Le Mans Ultimate as well. I know a couple of people said he doesn't like it too much, but we'll find out. You'll find out. Guys, have a good one. Thank you so much for watching, and see you. Bye-bye.